In this video, I'm going to tell you about an online game for kids of all ages. I got part 1 is going to tell you about the game and how to register it. And part 2, I'm going to log into the game and show you a little bit about the game. So let's begin. It's a game that was launched by Disney and it's called Toontown Online. When my daughter was around 9 or something like that, she began playing. My wife joined as a way of monitoring and participating with her, and after a couple of years I was even playing. All three of us had accounts, which there were a fee-based monthly accounts that we had. We were paying $9 a month for each account. After a few years we only had 2 accounts because I didn't play as often, but after about 10 years or 11 years, the game faded away. Toontown shut it down, and some of its developers has relaunched it, and it's now in its beta state, and is planning to be a free game for everyone to play if they like. They've attempted to clean up several bugs that had developed in the game, and maybe hackers had planted, and it's being relaunched as a beta testing. And hopefully within the next 30 days or so, it'll be wide open for everybody to play. But I'm going to go ahead on this video, introduce the game to you, show you how to download and launch it and play it. And then hopefully this summer, if you have children or you're bored yourself, you can launch the game. And it's something good that kids can do, and it's pretty safe, and it has parental controls. Like I said, Disney was the original launchers and creator of it, and it's a MMORG. That stands for Massively Multiplayer Online Role-Playing Game, which can be played by thousands of people at a time. You set up your account, you create your toon, you join into the game, you get weapons, which is all in a playful theme. You attach yourself for friends. You have the ability to speak to each other with built-in phrases, and you also have the ability, if it's unlocked, to type words, which they filter out a lot of words. So you're not supposed to be able to say things that are harmful, give out phone numbers, addresses, or cities, or anything like that. Okay, Disney discontinued the game in September of 2013, and the developers thought it would be a good idea to relaunch the game, and they got Disney's permission. So they took the game, has been working out the latter end bugs and fixes for the game, and they're relaunching it as Toontown Rewritten. So you can go to their website at toontownrewritten.com or Google it and click on the link. And the first thing you'll see is this screen here. Now what you would want to do, if you want, you can poke around or whatever, but you want to click the register button. Once you click that, you'll come over to a registration page, which is really a brief page. You enter in a username that you would want for the site. You enter in the email address that you'll get notifications on, and you enter in the password that you will use to log into the website and log into the game. Enter in that little code that you see there, hit submit, go to your email, activate the submission like you do on any other site that you register on. Once you get your username and password, you come back here and you click log in. When you log in, you enter in your username and your password and hit submit. So let me go ahead and see if this will let me log into this computer, since I'm logged into another computer already. Okay, the website did indeed let me log in. As you can see, it says, "Hey, welcome back," and then it says, "Hey there, Lord Robert." So the next thing you want to do is arrow down on the website page and click the button that says play. You can't function the play button until you log in. Once you click the play button, it gives you the notification that it's in beta testing for now. You can play 3 ways. Enter a play line. That's like standing in a long line waiting to ride at Disneyland or something. You can plan a play time. When you click on that, it lets you choose dates and times that you can play. Since it's in beta testing, all this is being restricted. Or you can try to get a beta key and redeem it. Now, on the bottom of this page, before you click the play line, you want to download the game launcher. If you have Windows, download that. If you have Linux, download that. If you have a Mac, I believe you click that to download it. So go ahead, start the game with downloading, and then that is a launcher and a game. Then you enter, what I did was enter the play line. Once I entered the play line, it went to the next screen, and it has a countdown that counts down how many hours and minutes until it is that I will be able to use the launcher to launch in and play the game. So, while that's counting down, you want to leave this screen open. If this screen closes for any reason, you need to log back into it, go back to this screen within 15 minutes. If you don't, it assumes that you're getting out of line and no longer wants to play the game. And if that happens, you'll have to log back into the website, get back in line, and start that clock all over. So, if you have to restart the computer or something, launch your browser, come back to this page, stand back in line. They say you need to do that within 15 minutes. Okay, once that clock starts ticking, you can go ahead and install the game on your computer, which is primarily the launcher. So you go up here to your download button, and you click that to access your download. You click that, which will start the installation of your launcher, and you install the launcher on your computer. So, show all downloads, or you could go to your download folder and do this here. I evidently deleted most of those launchers I had, so I can go to my download folder to launch the install of the game. If for some reason you can't find your launcher, you open up your Windows browser, you go to your downloads folder, and you look for that Toontown launcher, which I have it here as the last program. You open it up, you click run. Just like any other game, next, 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 it installs within seconds. Now, once the game installs, it will drop an icon on your desktop, and that icon is right there. It says Toontown Rewritten. So what you want to do now, even when you don't have a authority to play the game yet, because you're still standing in line, you want to launch this launcher, because this needs to be updated before it will allow you to log in the game and play. So you use your username and password, and you put in your username in the top space, put in your password in the lower space, and then you click this go button. And when you do, the game will start updating on your computer. So your launcher and your game will update. And the first time I did it, that took about 20 minutes. So you do want to go ahead and do that even when it's not your turn to play the game. While that's doing that, I don't advise you doing a whole lot to the computer, but you can. They claim most computers are safe and fine doing that. You can go back and see where you are in line. As you can see, well, you may not see, but in about 5 minutes, 30 minutes have clicked off of my wait line. And I don't know if that's because people are getting out of line or what the deal is, but at any rate, my wait time continues to click down. And my experience is, whatever time you initially launch, you'll have less than half of that time before you can actually play the game. Now, it's in beta testing, so there is some issues with it. When it was my turn to play on this computer, it would not let me launch in and launch the game. So I went over to my wife's laptop, installed the game there, and I was able to log in and begin to play the game. Like I said, this is in beta testing, so you have to just deal with what you have. But hopefully the beta testing will be over within the next few weeks or 30 days, and it'll be wide open for everybody to play as often as they like. Over time, that clock bounced up and down. It went down to 16 hours, down to 12 hours, up to 52 hours, blah, blah, blah. At any rate, it took about 24 hours for me to get this notice that I can log in and play. So, I'm supposed to have 3 hours of playtime. Therefore, I went to the Toontown Rewritten launcher. I entered my username and password, and it quickly went through the updater, and then it said have fun. I'm assuming that after it said have fun, it should be launching the Toontown game, but mine is apparently stuck right here right now. So I'm updating the launcher on my wife's computer so I can see if hers will allow me to log in. In the meantime, since it appears that nothing is happening, I'm going to go ahead and restart my computer and see if that changes anything. Okay, I just restarted my computer. I hit the launcher, entered my username and password. As you can see, it's going through the updating files. It usually goes through that pretty quick, but let's see here how long that takes, because this has all been done already on this computer. Okay, it's at 26% or 30 of 31 files updated. Let's see if it launches the game. Alright, it gave me a message that said have fun, so I assume that the game should be launching at any second now. Well, I don't have any more hard drive activity, so I'm going to check the system on my wife's computer and see if it does anything different than this one's doing. That's the end of the registration and logging in section of the two-part video. Click the link here or in the About section to go to the gameplay and live interaction portion.